Welcome, Scorpio. This is Regina from Pacific Tarot, getting ready to do a full moon in Sagittarius reading for you. So on the 31st of May, this full moon is a micro blue or a blue micro full moon. The blue moon, because it is the second full moon in the month of May, pretty infrequent, every few years, couple of years or more. And the micro is because at this time of the year, this constellation of Sagittarius is opposite to the sun, and that is the distance, that greatest distance from the Earth is what makes the moon appear smaller than it usually does. Having said all that, there is an impact for you on the way that you define your freedom, your liberation. And there's a way that something you've been working to excavate for a while, you've been digging up within you, is becoming incredibly visible, incredibly clear. But there is a way in which you are allowing yourself the patience to have that truth emerge, allowing yourself to be moved before you move. So this is you on the verge of something new. You're moving towards a horizon where your actual liberation begins. So starting with the energy archaeology that I pulled for you, the card is co-creation. And I'm going to read from the guidebook. In your journey through this incarnation, you're going to be the one taking every step, making every move, and channeling your brilliance into the world. No one's going to do that for you. You're the one responsible for creating your vision of this life and this world here on Earth. But because you are a human channel of divinity, you're not doing this alone. All you have to do is reach into the beyond, push what you see and feel into what you know. Feel for the most expansive and activating frequencies of worthiness, pride, power, love, and pleasure. Let them guide you as you take action. Tap into them as you dream dreams, create visions, and organize your reality accordingly. And this is coupled with courage. Indeed, I find the inner strength to face fears with confidence. No mystery as to why this kind of activation, you're actually stepping into your potential, into your dreams, towards your dreams. You're living inside of them in some ways, for the Scorpios I'm speaking to. And that courage has been sustaining you for a long time. Co-creation doesn't happen out of the blue. For many of you, you have been in an active location of co-creation, either on a current project, living within a community that may not have an active goal, but is functional as collaboration. And so the idea of co-creation is something I believe is already central to your experience, perhaps to a very vital or significant project you're working on. In the present, the Hangman. It's interesting because I feel a kind of activism in your approach to building something, creating something, but I also feel this internal sense of patience within you that is exemplified by the Hangman. This is where you are allowing yourself to be open to receiving guidance in ways that are beyond your intelligence, ways that are beyond academia or reason, logic, that you're opening up to a variety of energy fields that are also capable of moving you before you make that move. Before you move in any direction, you're aware that you are patiently allowing the truth, your liberation, to emerge before you. That's not by standing still, by no means. It is by being patient, trusting, understanding that the guidance that you seek is coming towards you, is emerging out of the reality that you have empowered. I hope that makes sense. In the past, the King of Cups, this is coming through as one who is not only incredibly mature as a result of having withstood many losses, many disappointments, heartbreaks, separations, but also one who is, as a result of having moved through these obstacles with a fair amount of grace, is deeply loved. So that you are aware that the experiences you've grown through have not changed, fundamentally changed, but it has informed your basic mode, your pathway, the journey you're on. I do believe this is about your activism in the realm of love, of contribution, of concern, of care, of attention, of nurturance, of support for others, all in the effort to be loved, to be seen, to be valued. However, I think there's very little that you would regret despite disappointments, despite not so great choices. You understand that you are who you are as a result of those experiences. In the future, the Seven of Pentacles is about you considering where your work lies currently. Perhaps this is a project. Perhaps this is your professional practice. You're looking at what you produced and figuring out what it means to you, what it means for your practice moving forward, if you're receiving the results you think you should, if there's a way to improve upon your practice in some way, but you're considering it all, you're evaluating it, assessing it. We're going to leave that there for now. I'm going to clarify these cards, but before I do, I want to ask those of you that are resonating with this reading to please like this reading and subscribe to my channel, Pacific Tarot. I truly thank all of you who are supporting me in whatever way that is. If it is by your presence alone, that is all that I need, and I appreciate it. The King of Cups in the past is clarified by two cards. Let's grab these. We have the Two of Swords and the Empress, the lovely Empress, and the Hanged One in the present is clarified by the Ten of Cups and one more, the Seven of Pentacles and the Seven of Pentacles in the front. So the Seven of Pentacles is a double. The Eight of Cups and the Two of Pentacles. So the double appearance of the Seven of Pentacles inclines me to believe that a project that you're working on is in a state of evaluation itself. You are assessing the stage it's at and whatever support it may need to be improved or to move along, to continue in the development, its development or evolution. So in the past, the King of Cups, the Empress, and the Two of Swords. This feels as though you encountered some kind of a crossroads in the past. I don't know if this is the recent past or if it's been a while ago, where you felt compelled to act in a particular way, precisely towards empowering yourself, to creating something, to producing something. This feels like an impetus to make something happen, to grow something. And as a result of that, your concern may have been a sense of uh, uh, having to choose, feeling like you had to choose. And I want to be clear that the impetus, the compulsion to do this is not what you were choosing. This feels as though it is not a choice. This is something you have to do, you were born to do, and yet taking some particular step, uh, producing this particular thing meant that you were pulling away from loved ones, you were leaving loved ones behind, you were concerned for those that you feel you would be leaving. And in many ways, that is speaking to the way that you provide for, take care of, and support others, feeling like somehow that support would be minimized by doing this thing that really defines you, that is truly necessary for your survival, certainly for your thriving on earth. And how you have rectified that. I think you are coming from a place of understanding that you now have a direction for this tremendous uh, power of love, of giving, of generosity, of advisement, of offering guidance, and that this is the way you're choosing to manifest that in the world. In the present, the Hangman is clarified by the Seven of Pentacles and the Ten of Cups. You have created a community around you that allows you to feel supported as you produce your work and as you develop at work. So it feels like the development of this work, whatever you're creating, is part of the process, the project itself. The community that you have gathered around you that supports this is quite extensive. It isn't necessarily a lot of people, but it feels as though it's very large, like it covers a lot of land and perhaps is pulling in connections with other places in the world. But this community that supports your work, and perhaps you're part of this community that supports the work of others in the community, is something that is you're considering its impact. You're using all of these connections to help you evaluate something that you are developing. And in the future, the Seven of Pentacles, again, this evaluation process is highly productive. It feels as though you've come to another juncture, another way in which you are on the verge of creating a plan or a proposal that takes this project, this creation, to another level. You want this to contribute to a greater body of work or a larger voice or articulation of something that you've created, something key, some thematic, uh, significant universal voice is being articulated through this project, and you are aware that this project can cross boundaries to some extent. This can even be something like the development of a script from something that you've created, perhaps a story you've written, or uh, um, uh, a performance you did. Contemplating the development in another medium, as an example. Or this can be the way a particular work that you do contributes to a larger body of work that can be significantly placed alongside of the work that you're creating. There's a lot of possibility here, and as you are looking at and contemplating this greater opportunity, this more significant achievement of something that is already rich and fairly complete in and of itself, you are aware that you are anxious, you are anticipating some feedback, a new level of communication and experience as a creator. Pretty exciting stuff, Scorpio. I'm going to finish this reading with the language of flowers. And oh darn, what fell on the floor is the bird of paradise. The key word, self-acceptance. You are so much more. And it is so already clear how much you are. And that is someone who is deeply loved, deeply seen, with a compulsion to create something that the whole world can appreciate and enjoy. Until next time, Scorpio, namaste.